Friends, very sorry I could not be with you for about 1 week. As I was busy. Also, the situations in districts in South Bengal, the climate is very bad. I am very sorry. Hope I am audible. I am audible and visible. I am audible and visible. I am audible and visible. Let me start today. Now the subject is communal politics in India, started by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, planned by British and continued by GANDHI.NEHRUS for acquiring political power and to continue in power. And my excitement today to come into this to you on this odd time is triggered by I have come to know late that in Ladakh region there is violence. There is violence by youth in the demand of statehood. And I am sure that is triggered by the Congress of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi. Remember one thing. This Congress, the Congress, this Nehru Gandhis has a tradition of using communal violence and also all sorts of violences to gain power, political power, to disrupt the situation, disrupt the existing government, and to acquire power. Disruption by communal politics or by other violences with cooperation of the terrorists even. That is their habit. The long history start from M.K. Gandhi. Remember, there is a huge tradition of this use of communal politics and political violence, and in collaboration with the terrorists. It's a long tradition. Even I can very clearly tell you, many times I have told, the rise of Gandhi in Indian politics was by using political violence. Rise of Gandhi in Indian politics was by using violence, using communal politics. Communal politics. Remember, I have told you, I have written Gandhi's placement in Indian National Congress, in Indian politics, is a British design. It's a British design, I have told. It's a British design. He was brought to India from South Africa via London to India. Was a British design. I have discussed it. It's a British design. And he was a soldier recruiter for the British Indian Army during First Great War. The man who is recruiting Indians in the British Indian Army, how can he claim to be apostle of peace and non-violence? He was a British agent. And even after that, he could not acquire a good position, leadership in Congress. From First Great War, he has to wait a long period. In 1920, in September, Calcutta Congress, something happened. and he used communal politics, a violent communal politics, a gang of violent communal politicians. He used them to bring him up in the platform and to place him as a national leader. It is Khilafat movement. It is Khilafatists. It is Khilafatists who voted him to power, to position, to make him a national leader. It is 1920 September Calcutta All India Congress, where the Khilafat resolution was passed. Even at the opposition of all national leaders, like all disciples of Lal Bal Pal, Annie Besant, Madan Mohan Malviya, Deshbandhu Chittaranjan, even Jinnah, all are in opposition. But still then it passed. How it passed? It was passed by rigging. In Indian politics, that was the rigging. That is rigging. You see in that platform, the Khilafatists came from West India and Northwest India. Those were brought by Khilafati trains, specially requisitioned by money supplied by some rich Islamist capitalists and some Marwaris. These rich Islamists, industrialists and capitalists and Marwaris, businessmen, were the supporters, the money suppliers to Gandhi. By that money, multiple trains from West India, specially requisitioned to bring these Khilafatis to this Calcutta Congress platform. They voted, they thronged on the platform. They voted. And in those days, there is no routine list of voters. They thronged in the platform. They voted this resolution, Khilafat resolution. And that passed. Even at the opposition of all the disciples of Lal Bal Pal, Deshbandhu Chittaranjan, Annie Besant, Madan Mohan Malviya, even Jinnah, all of them were in Congress. Gandhi became suddenly the all national leader. He became the national leader by the vote of the Khilafatists. And the process was a rigging, electoral rigging, which we see in Bengal in last 40 years. Rigging. That rigging by the violent Khilafatists in the Calcutta Congress, the resolution of the Khilafat resolution was passed. That made Gandhi a national leader. Then the question, someone asks you the question, who made Gandhi the national leader? It is the Khilafatists, the violent communal group, Islamists. They made Gandhi the national leader. Then the national leadership of Gandhi was boosted up by the Khilafatists. And to keep a bum on this ugly affair of Gandhi, he passed a resolution that is non-cooperation movement. It was in iOS. It is the Khilafatists who made Gandhi a national leader. That means the journey of Gandhi-Nehrus started in Indian politics with the help of violent communal politicians. And you see on 21, what we see? These Khilafatis killed about 6,000 Hindus in Kerala and many in different parts of the country in name of Khilafat movement, and also raping our sisters and mothers. And this scoundrel Gandhi never criticized that. Never criticized that. And then come to Muslim League. I have told the Muslim League is 1906 was created in in Shahbag Park in Dhaka by the money of British governor of Bengal and the Nawab of Dhaka to counter the nationalism which is arising from Bengal, United Bengal. Again, communal politics. But this Muslim League could not gain ground in the soil of Bengal or in rest of the country. Only after appearance of Jinnah in the Muslim League emboldened Muslim League. Before that, before Jinnah, Muslim League was a very weak party. Jinnah was in Congress. He was against Khilafat movement, against all communal politics. Very articulated politician. He was a brilliant politician. His career, his role, his contribution in the parliamentary politics of India is pioneering. Two persons are pioneer in council politics, in the assembly and state assembly and central assembly politics. Two persons' contribution is pioneering. One is Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das and Jinnah. They fought against the British from inside the state councils and central councils. That was a fight in a methodical way, very articulated way. That is a brilliant work. Gandhi has no idea. In democracy, there are wars in multiple fronts. Some wars in the assemblies and parliaments, some wars in the public front, some wars in the legal forums. This is democracy. Gandhi had no idea. Gandhi was habituated to it. Deshbandhu brought the war in two fronts, public front and in the councils, central council and the state councils. And Jinnah was very master in debates, very articulate politician in central assemblies. And Gandhi was very jealous of these two persons. Jinnah was a very good person, very nationalist. And Gandhi saw, if Jinnah continues in politics, in Congress, there is little hope of rise of Nehru. Also, a former enemy in Congress. Gandhis, one after another, insulted Jinnah and subsequently insulted Subhash Bose, compelled them to leave Congress. Jinnah was compelled, he was repeatedly insulted. Being a very brilliant politician in Congress, he was never given the post of Congress president. Never. And much weaker persons were given the post of All India Congress. Many weaker persons. Jinnah is one of the very rare persons who never called Gandhi Mahatma. Only few persons are there in India who never called Gandhi Mahatma. Never. Jinnah is one of them. And another is our Ambedkar. Only three persons I have seen in the literature. Gandhi was never a Mahatma. And that's why Jinnah was compelled to leave. He was insulted repeatedly. He was, and naturally, Jinnah, to take a revenge on Gandhi Nehrus, he joined Muslim League. But tragedy is, he did not know where to stop. Where to stop. And in taking revenge against the Gandhi Nehrus, he took revenge of the all people of this country. And by subsequent politics, both Hindus and Muslims, everyone has been damaged. Anyway, it is throwing Jinnah to Muslim League is a success of Gandhi. Throwing Jinnah from Congress side to Muslim League is a success of Gandhi and Nehru. And by that's why it is Mahakal has repeatedly told, it is Gandhi who has created Muslim League in one way, who has created the strength of the Muslim League. And remember, only after Jinnah joining Muslim League took strength, and British politics of divide and rule got emboldened. It is the success of British through the hands of Gandhi. Possibly Jinnah did not know the politics behind. The birth of Pakistan, the success of Jinnah in Muslim League is actually success of Gandhi. Because had there no partition in India, Nehru could not have been Prime Minister. And even communal politics of Nehru Gandhis, which are more responsible for partition of India than the crimes of Jinnah. Gandhi Nehru are bigger criminals than Jinnah. Think, 1947 early part, Cabinet Mission came to India. Their proposal was, under Cabinet Mission plan, the transfer of power will take place under the unified heading of central government, with 3 groups of states, A, B, C. I have discussed it. A will be composed of Hindu majority states, B will be composed of Muslim majority states, C will be mixture. And power will be handed over to the central government. And Congress agreed to, Muslim League agreed to it. Suddenly, when the Cabinet Mission left this country, one day, Nehru shouted in a press conference that he will not obey this Cabinet Mission plan. He will rule the country by majority. That irritated Jinnah. On next few days, he called for direct action. Then if you really go to the root which irritated Jinnah to give a call for direct action, it is Nehru. It is a scoundrel Nehru. Again, this is for the communal politics. Nehru, after uttering this nonsense press statement, the irresponsible press statement, many politicians had told him the irresponsible statement. Irresponsible politicians has irritated Jinnah to give a call for Pakistan, call for partition, call for direct action. That's why Mahakal has told, it is Gandhi Nehru who created Pakistan. Even after that, again communal politics, violent communal politics. Because Gandhi in his whole career has advised Hindus to observe non-violence, to observe peace, but never advised any Muslim brother to withhold sword, not to use sword, not to be violent. Never. What is his advices? When a Muslim rapes a Hindu girl, don't prevent, tolerate it, don't prevent, accept it. This nonsense scoundrel, this lumpen, this pathologically a sexual pervert. Gandhi is a sexual pervert, pathologically sexual pervert. Also Nehru. Those are the scoundrels, criminals. After partition is on the background of communal politics. The situation is created by Gandhi Nehru. And then after partition, divided India. In this truncated India, Congress ruled for decades. And you see, only NDA is ruling in the middle 5 years, and now for last 13 years. You go to data, statistics. What was the number of communal politics, communal riots during Congress period and what is the number of communal riots during this NDA or BJP period. Just statistics. Communal politics is an art of Congress, Gandhi.NEHRUs. Gandhi, divide and rule, communal politics. And violence, remember one thing, this I have told, Pakistan is still now surviving on the globe only for tactical helps from the Gandhi-Nehru families and Congress and the secular parties of India. Long before that, by this one-sided Sindhu Water Pact and that transfer of money of 55 crores when Kashmir was being attacked by the Pakistan in 1947 end part. Now how pro-Islamist they are, this Gandhi-Nehrus. Gandhi is a pro-Islamist person. Nehru is a pro-Islamist person. Every time Pakistan has been helped. Even there is continual repeat eruptions of the communal politics, riots in India under the Congress Raj. You see the history. When Indira Gandhi was out of power in 1977, he collaborated with Bhindarwale. To create disturbance in Punjab, to create a situation whereby the Janata government in Punjab collapses. And by that, the government at the center, Janata government at Delhi, headed by Desai, get disturbed and fall. And by that process, communal politics, the violent politics, led by Bhindarwale, he wanted to take help from this Bhindarwale to gain power, again to be Prime Ministers of India. See, he used violent politics of Punjab, the Khalistani politics, to get into power. Think of Rajiv in power in Delhi. He invited Prabhakaran, the Tamil tiger. Okay, Tamil tiger, I salute him. He was fighting for his own liberation of this Tamil land in Jaffna, in northern Sri Lanka. He invited. What was the discussion? If he will help Bhindarwale, if he helps Rajiv Gandhi to get foot in Madras politics, because from Madras Congress is ousted for many decades. Within few years of transfer of power, from Madras Congress is out. First Swatantra, then DMK, ADMK politics is going there. On one fine morning, Rajiv dreamt of this getting Madras. Madras was once a stronghold of the Congress politics. He wanted to win that Madras. He wanted to take help from Prabhakaran. Violent technique of politics, to use a violent technique of politics to win Madras for Congress. And you know, this one of the big terrorists that is of Palestine is the Arafat. Arafat was a good friend of Indira Gandhi. And now the India government is there. You see how the Congress leaders is frequently going to Pakistan, seeking openly from their help of Pakistan, so that they will be able to topple this Modi government, India government of Delhi. That will benefit both Pakistan and this Congress party. And you see there is secret pact between the Communist Party of China and Congress. In that pact you see only the Chinese officers, on other side only this Bhadra, Rahul and Sonia was present. In any international meet, there is a norm that any officer should be present, but no officer was intimated. They privately talked in between. There is a pact between the Communist Party of China and this Nehru Bhadra family. And you can see today how the terrorists from the Canada, the Khalistani terrorists, backed the so-called peasants of Punjab to create a Kishan movement against the uniform All India Kishan's Krishi rules passed in the parliament. And the whole Punjab, the agitation was there. Even these agitators, can you remember? These farmers were so rich. They are moving in cars towards Delhi via Haryana. Each car was so costly. Each one in crores. And all the buses were air conditioned buses. Even that time, some buses came to in Bengal to Nandigram, air conditioned buses. Punjabis came to campaign for Mamata Banerjee. Can you imagine? And they created such agitation. Those who attacked the Red Fort created violences, havoc, created disturbance in Delhi. And you see that so many movements, and there are crores of rupees are being pumped by the deep state of USA, and thousands of NGOs in India. Those NGOs are getting money from outside, from Arab land, from America, deep state, creating disturbances so that the government in Delhi is toppled. And today you see, few days back, there is disturbance, chaos in Ladakh. The Ladakh area has got a union territory, separate union territory, outside the control of Jammu Kashmir, a separate honorable management, so that a better management for the development of the Ladakh area, Ladakhi people is there. But again, they are agitating in demand of statehood. A Ladakh area is an area of only few lakhs. They want statehood. This fire has come from outside, most possibly Congress. And I think so reports have come, some Congress people is there. They want to create chaos in different parts, wherever possible, to burn this country, so that the central government becomes weak, they fumble, they fall. This is the way. Even in this area of Manipur, there are many forces, including this Congress and this indie group of criminals and scoundrels, anti-socials, headed by this Congress, Rahul, Nehru Gandhi family. Though 13 years they are outside the power in Delhi, they become very restless, like a fish out of water. Indira Congress family, Nehru Gandhi can never think of a position outside political power. Political power, there is so many crimes, thousands of crores of rupees. They can steal. They can go to pilferage all this huge amount of money. The Nehru Gandhi family is a gang of dacoits. Nehru started his career by stealing the INA property, INA wealth. And then the first scam is jeep scam. Jeep, by procuring jeeps from a company in London, ownership owned by Lady Edwina Mountbatten. And that jeeps was the second hand jeeps of this second Great War used by the British Army. Those came to India was useless. There was a huge amount of money pilferage. Nehru enjoyed that. Edwina enjoyed that. In different times, corruption, criminal corruption, violence, and communal politics is the political weapon of the Mohandas Gandhi to Nehru to Rahul. All these are the weapons. And these weapons is being by other political parties also. In the periphery. In the states, there are, in the periphery, there are many political parties. Parties owned by a family, a company. They are using this political violence, communal politics, and this pilferage of money, stealing the people's property. M.K. Gandhi became national leader with the help of the extremist communal politicians, the Khilapotists. Khilapotists made him the national leader. Nehru came through communal politics, through violent way, by promoting, by exciting, by provoking, by exciting Jinnah to give a call for direct action. Creation of Pakistan is the achievement of Jinnah, but higher achievement is by Gandhi Nehrus. And Congress has retained power by divisive politics, by encouraging communal politicians. Always they have encouraged communal, very communal Sunni politicians. All Sunni politicians. First series of all education ministers are up from the Muslim. Remember, in Assam, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed was a Muslim chief minister in Assam from Congress side. He was successful in promoting Islamic infiltration into Assam, and the rise from 17% to about 40% Muslims in Assam during Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. And that communal politicians was promoted to the post of a cabinet minister in the center, then president of this country. Every time Sunni criminal politicians, very communal politicians, have been promoted, because whole from M.K. Gandhi to Nehru family, all are by DNA Muslims. They've used Islamic politics, fundamentalist politics, Islamic politics, to acquire political position, to become national leader, and then to gain political power and to retain political power. And now they are using the same technique of communal politics and political violence to regain power. Let me stop here. Gandhi family members also visit Babur's graveyard in Kabul. Yes. Nehru dynasty, just they have changed their name. They are the Mughal, a Mughal family. They are the grandfather of the father of Motilal Nehru is a Mughal. For their safety, they changed the name. It's a Mughal family. Even now I am sure, even one side of Gandhi is Muslim. His biological father and official father are different. His biological father, his official father, legal father may be Hindu, but biological father is a Muslim. He is a Muslim, camouflaged Muslim. He was in Congress, but he was the most successful Muslim League leader. He was in Congress to destroy Indian culture, because it is easy to destroy a party or destroy a country by camouflaging. It is easy to destroy Hindus by the mask of a Hindu, by the mask or with the help of a mask of a Hindu sage. Very easy. And he was very successful by using a mask and gown, dress of a Hindu sage. He has destroyed the Hindu traditions of India. He has damaged the Hindu interests. Number one criminal from the India side for the partition of India, for creation of Pakistan. British definitely big planner, but the execution, number one executor is M.K. Gandhi. Jinnah and Nehru in the second position. And more than Jinnah, Nehru is a criminal. One thing I tell many times, Jinnah is readable. By his statements, Jinnah is readable. By studying Jinnah for few years, you can understand what is Jinnah, what is the composition of Jinnah. But even by reading 30-40 years Gandhi and Nehru, you can understand how complex they are. Gandhi and Nehru very complex. Gandhi is more complex. They are all camouflaged, very dangerous, very treacherous, very treacherous. Saurabh Mandal, Sabarmati destroyed India. Scoundrels of different level. Let me stop here now. Good night. The fire in the Ladakh period, the unrest is created by this Congress leaders, and they are encouraged by their success in Bangladesh by creating unrest there, and they tried their level best, because huge amount of money was pumped into India through different NGOs. They campaigned profusely in different ways. What is the slogans? If Modi NDA comes to power with 400 MPs, they will destroy constitution. They will burn constitution. Democracy will leave this country. They will destroy democracy. The maximum amount of insult to the constitution and trauma to our constitution, trauma to our democracy, not by other parties, but the Congress itself, by Indira, before that Nehru. Maximum amount of traumas, maximum number of violations is to constitution and democracy is by Congress, is by Nehru and then Indira. And their descendants are telling BJP, Modi will destroy constitution. Congress itself is not a democratic party. In Congress, there is no democracy. The party which has no democracy, no constitution in that way, how can they claim they will honor the constitution of the country, honor democracy in the country, they will run democracy in the country? The Congress is run by a so-called high command, a mysterious high command. No one knows what is the composition of the high command. There is a precedent. Majority time, this Gandhi-Nehrus are president of this Congress. Only for short period, someone else is the Congress president, but that Congress president is a puppet, no power. Power is held by some Congress high command. It's a mysterious zone. It's a family party, family property. My countrymen, be aware. This family party Congress is leading indie gang. Indie gang, each political group in this head, in this under this head, has their own petty interest, family interest, individual interests. Because all these other political parties under the indie group is individual based party or a family company party. From those, country will never be benefited. When the people is understand that, none of them in the indie group is democratic in their own political behaviors. Let me stop here today.